Joe in real life. I'm back, my babies. This is my cul-de-sac. I'm taking my morning constitutional. I'm back from visiting my mom in Portland, Maine, who is regrettably dying. Although it's unclear how urgent this passage is. It's without question happening. And, you know, I didn't get any closure or any catharsis, which in some ways was its own form of closure and catharsis. You know, my mom has the devil's will and endurance and is completely unaccepting of the entire thing, which was infinitely frustrating to me. But also, it kind of made me proud, you know, because that's how I think of her and that's how I will remember her. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I've made up my mind to return to form today. Life's for the living. That's what you see when someone you love is passing. And I don't know if you've had that experience, but being fresh in it and from it, you want to live, man. You want to use your body. You want to enjoy your life because it can be taken. We're alternately incredibly resilient and adaptable animals, arguably the most on the planet, and incredibly fragile. And this can all be lifted from us with preposterous ease, you know? And so, what to do? You're born into this. You're here. You're all in, whether you feel all in or not. So use it, right? What else can you do? Like, you know, I've been reading Koran, and it's funny, he's so dark and so pessimistic and cynical. But there's also a deliberateness to it. Like, it forces you to engage the worst aspects of your own mind. And I was remarking to a friend that it feels like cognitive behavioral therapy a little bit. Like all these anxieties you feel about all these broody thoughts, feelings, even actions that you take in life, you sit in that anxiety, you sit in that fear for a little bit. You don't run from it, but you don't push harder into it. You find a palatable, consumable amount, and you just sit there for a second, and the anxiety comes down, and space is created. Because your nervous system only has so much juice for you to freak out with, you know? And then, in that little bit of elbow room you gain, there's freedom. And it's incredible. I do not recommend you read Emil Koran. But if you're curious and you're a little bit of a sick twist, I think you'd like it. Now, okay, here we are. So I'm going to do knees over toes today. And in fact, I'm going to stick with knees over toes. I've recently seen Ben Patrick on a couple podcasts. He makes the rounds a couple times a year. And he made a very compelling case. And also I'm getting old and I need to think about my joints. So here I am. I'm going to pull my back. I'm going to pull my sled. You see it? Yeah. That's a little over 50 pounds. I'm going to do it just backwards. This cul-de-sac, a third of a mile. And I'm going to do his exercises. And I'm going to alternate upper body. And I'm going to do that. I'm still going to squat every day. Because this is a squat every day channel. A la Ivan Jurek. And I'm going to keep the faith. But I'm going to work on these deficiencies. I'm going to work on these imbalances. I'm going to bring them up to snuff. I'm committed to this process right now. And more than it being something I'm committed to, it's something I can manage and something I can digest. That's an important theme that's been bullying me lately. I have all these grand plans, but I can't consume them. My eyes are bigger than my stomach, that sort of thing, you know? So this feels like something I can do and something I will do. And that's important to me. What else? What else? maybe that's it for right now. Maybe, yeah, I'll show you the squats. I'll see you soon. That's enough talking, right? That's enough. Super grateful for you. I love you all. Stay tuned. I was absolutely smoked after the knees over toes work. And it's a funny thing about Ben's work, because I was like, there's no way I'm getting up and down with my daily minimum after that. No fucking way. But weirdly, once the weight was on my back, I felt strong between sets, and I did a lot more than what I'm filming. I feel like that's being miscommunicated by me. Like, but anyway, that's beside the point. Like, between sets, my legs were wobbly. They felt like shit. But once I got the load on my back, it's like my nervous system dialed up and did what I asked it to, and it felt light and easy and good. I feel really motivated today. I feel really good. And it's funny because I didn't get anywhere. Like, I had one goal traveling to Portland, and that was to get my mom to find a little acceptance, and I absolutely catastrophically failed at that. But weirdly, I found some acceptance, and I don't know, I did not plan to. Like, I thought for sure that I would be left feeling worse from the experience rather than better. My lady's out here. Well, you can't see her. I'm not filming right now. But anyway, you know, it's just funny. It's funny because that's always the way things go. You know, you head out with a plan. You have a goal. You have a thing you're trying to check off. And almost invariably, if you stick to your plan and you work hard, you don't hit it. But you end up hitting something that you didn't expect that's really just as good. I was despairing, just despairing, and felt hollow and weak, as frail as a newborn baby bird for the weeks leading up to this trip. I don't think I slept in intervals of 45 minutes the entire time I was there. But now I feel great. I feel like I got my closure. My mom maybe didn't get hers. Not yet. Although we'll see, you know, the clock's running out, but it's not out yet. And I don't know, I'm really grateful to have gone. I feel really happy that I did this seemingly pointless thing at great expense that I'll surely pay for the next several months financially. But my heart feels healed. I feel whole and ready to work, ready to live. Like I stated earlier, life's for the living. You know, if you have a body, you have someone or something to love, use it and love it. You know, go just like harness whatever force that is that exists, you know. And I don't mean it in a supernatural sense, but also maybe I do. Like there's a force, the will to life, and you can ride it. You really can. I feel like I'm on its wave right now, and I'm happy in it, you know? Like, I'm gonna push. I almost broke my own heart there for a second. I'm kind of all cried out, so that's not happening. But anyway, this is where I am today, guys. I'll film more in future videos. I'm back in the saddle. I did knees over toes 0. You can look that up if you're curious. Ben Patrick's the shit. The ATG split squats are really what fried me. And yeah, that squat looked pretty hunched over. But it went up. Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same. I'll see you tomorrow.